Hi friends, I'm Sheila Cater. I am the Teacher for Inclusion. I have a Teachers Pay Teachers store called Teacher for Inclusion, and I have a blog also, Teacher for Inclusion. I try to create videos for Teachers Pay Teachers, so if that is something that you are interested in, please don't forget to hit subscribe. And today I'd like to talk about what a research-based product is and what it looks like. So we hear at times, well, if you have a research-based product, then you can charge more money. Well, what exactly does that mean and what exactly does that look like? I'd like to show you today. So here is one of my assignments. Let's start here at the beginning. What you'll note here, this is a digital table of contents and it has everything listed below. At the very bottom, there is a Bloom's taxonomy pyramid, and I create my assignments based on making sure and ensuring that my assignments are at the top of the Bloom's taxonomy pyramid. And so what might that look like? Well, here's the first assignment that I wanted to show you. If you look at visualize, summarize, clarify, connect, respond, and question, these are all higher level thinking question cues. So for visualize, draw a symbol for the main idea. So summarize the main idea, but then also come up with a symbol for the main idea. What do I need to reread? So they need to analyze their own thinking and think, okay, what do I still need help with? Connect, how does the idea relate to the text and to other texts that you have read? How does the author use literary devices? So how is the author using similes, metaphors, personification, alliteration, and all that good stuff? And what questions would I have for the author if I could ask the author questions? Following activities like this, I'll have a teacher guide so that teachers can go through and see that this is research-based. There are reasons why we ask these kinds of questions, and listed here are those reasons. The next activity I'd like to show you is a Costa's question cues. So students create questions using Costa's question cues. They start with a question cue like clarify, evaluate, analyze, compare, contrast, decide, interpret. And then they can switch questions with each other. They can do a Socratic seminar with each other, one of those high-level thinking activities. And again, there's a teacher guide that shows the teacher so they can see level 1, level 2, and level 3, and we're working at a level 3. Purpose of reading questions. So one of the things I have, if I get a complaint from a teacher on a novel study product, such as one of these, I'll have a teacher who says, there aren't higher level thinking questions. Where are the recall questions? And I go, what? Recall questions are a level 1 on the Bloom's taxonomy scale. So when I ask purpose of reading questions, it's not just so that the student remembers what they read. Those are great questions to do reading checks to make sure that kids have done the reading, but those aren't questions that get students thinking about the material. So questions that help them to think about the material are, let's see, what are the characters' motives and goals? What is the conflict? What am I visualizing? What message is the author trying to convey? What is the mood the author is creating? What problem is the character facing? And how is the plot developing in the story? Those are the kinds of questions that get kids really thinking about the text and what's happening and what the message is and what the overall purpose is of the reading. We all get negative reviews. I think maybe some people don't, maybe some people are perfect. But it's just interesting. Sometimes you'll get these outlandish reviews where you think, are they looking at the correct assignment? What are they saying? There are no high-level thinking questions, and then asking for recall questions. Anyway, it's just funny. It's not really funny when you get the review, but it's interesting. Close reading questions. So taking a passage from a book and really tearing it apart and looking at different things in the passage. Different activities that can be fun. Create a bookmark for today's topic. Write original lyrics for a song related to the topic. Create vocabulary cards for the 5 most essential terms. Write a letter about the topic to a friend or a family member. That sort of thing. One-pager assignments are fantastic. They really help to look at theme. Plot structure, diagram, plot. Philosophical chairs. What I do with this one is I'll give a statement, an argumentative statement or a controversial statement for students and the teacher to use for that particular novel study. But then I also try to go the extra mile and provide a list of, let's say, topics that can be used for any philosophical chair debate so that teachers can reuse some of these assignments. And I try to set them up with that. So these are research-based, finding topics, okay? So having to look up good topics and then changing the topic so that you're not copying is all part of being research-based. Essays. So I create an essay assignment, which of course is a high-level thinking activity. And not just having a regular peer edit, but having a self-edit that is research-based. So this one in particular is Avid, is a research-based assignment through Avid, but then I've had to change it and to ensure that I'm not infringing on copyright. So that would be an example of a research-based assignment. And then I have additional activity suggestions, which is something I throw in there. And I include all of the standards, which I have typed up myself and formatted myself. And then I include a sheet that explains how everything is used in this particular assignment. So this is what a research-based assignment looks like. It takes a lot of work, and that is why you can charge more when you take the time to really do those research-based assignments and make sure that the curriculum that you're creating is that higher level thinking activities and questions. So I hope that you got some understanding of what research-based assignments look like, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.